Project 2025. This was brought up to me by, as I said, Mashi in the Discord server. Project 2025 is the presidential transition project, which is in coordination, of course, with the Heritage Foundation, which, of course, is funded by the last surviving Koch brother, because one of them is no longer around. But they were both funders of the Heritage Foundation, also America for Prosperity. Yeah, I would love to know what my lies are in the chat. I'm curious. So, the pillars of Project 2025 policy agenda. Building a legacy of mandate for leadership. This comprehensive policy guide for the incoming presidential administration will offer specific proposals for every major issue facing the country, pulling from the expertise of the entire conservative movement. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a book. And there's all of these different outlines. Oh, how to talk about the Department of Education. Oh, let me guess. They're going to get rid of it. Let me guess. They're going to get rid of the IRS. This is the real crux of all this, is that each one of these things. Oh, here's something that you guys can chew into. The Department of Education. Like, what does this say? Effectively, this is a long-ass paper to say, we're going to get rid of the federal Department of Education. I mean, advancing education freedom, what does that mean? Oh, that means taking public dollars and putting into private schools. Providing education choice for federal children, for, quote, federal children. Again, taking children that would go to public schools, removing the money that goes to the public school, giving it to a charter school, which then could be a private religious school, and funding that instead, using taxpayer money to, of course, fund religious schools. That is the goal. Restoring state and local control over education funding. Oh, wait. My understanding that most schools are funded by real estate taxes, and those who that aren't chose to do that. Almost like if there is an example for not, like, oh, you want to get rid of real estate taxes funding schools? All right, let's do that. Let's figure out a way to do that. But of course, it's not the point. That is not the point. They just want to cut taxes. Treating taxpayers like investors in federal student aid. What? Investors? It's almost like maybe we should just be investing in the education of people rather than saying we need to have a return on it. Because that's not the point. The point of the return is to say we're creating a well-educated populace that is functional and productive in the society that we live in. But no, of course, that's not a real investment. We actually need to make interest on these people. Come on. Protecting the federal student loan portfolio from predatory politicians. Oh, no. You mean like forgiving student loans? Safeguarding civil rights? Oh, man. Proper understanding of those laws, rejecting gender ideology and critical race theory. Of course, critical race theory not being actually implemented in schools, but, stopping executive overreach. I mean, this is the thing. Project 2025, boiled down simply, because I obviously don't have enough time to go through every single point. Nor do I have the patience to do it after using so much of the time today going over on other things. But it is a gigantic platform that is... Thanks, Will. I'm so far left, man. So far left. It's actually crazy. It's like almost like building a consensus with people. Who would want to do that? Building policies that want to actually create good outcomes for society. Who would want to do that, man? No. The Heritage Foundation's got it all figured out. The country is with me, my friend. The country is. I promise you that. This is a Christian nationalist movement. And, that might be extreme, Connor. You can't say that. No. I mean, that's quite literally the intent here. The intent is to get Trump or whoever into power. And if Trump is the one that gets into power, he's going to continue to erode the standing of our democracy, our respect in the world. But we can just, there's no, what is it? It's not project. So it's Project 2025. And there's, what is the, oh man, what is it called? Agenda 47. Is that what it's called? Please tell me that that's right. Yes, it is. That's it. Good. That's a good first guess, right? They're hand in hand. Agenda 47, 10 principles for great schools leading to great jobs. It's the same thing. For Agenda 47, America must have the first, number one lowest cost energy and electricity on Earth, ending the nightmare on the homeless. Of course, can we just acknowledge the fact that what is the ending the nightmare of the homeless? What does Trump want to do? Can anybody that doesn't know, because I know what this is going to say. Can anyone take a guess in chat without Googling it? What Trump wants to do about the homeless problem? Does he A, want to create more housing? B, give them vouchers to go into housing? Or C, move them out into the desert into a camp? Well, let's take a look. Our once great cities have become unlivable, unsanitary nightmares. Surrender to the homeless, the drug addicted, and the violent and dangerous deranged. We're making the many suffer for the whims of the deeply unwell few. For a small fraction of what we spend upon Ukraine, we could take care of every homeless veteran in America. Veterans are being treated horribly. Let's see where it... No. I have to be honest, I'm sorry that I don't have this pulled up because I wasn't planning on talking about Agenda 47, but it goes hand in hand with Project 2025. Okay. And for those who are severely mentally ill and deeply disturbed, we will bring them back to mental institutions where they belong, with the goal of reintegrating them back into society once they are well enough to manage. It's a tough task, a very tough task. What's taking place in the streets, what's taking place when they're taking so much drugs, but the fact is we're gonna try. It's legitimately concerning. What Trump wants to do on these things.